pronounced Neewer or Neewer. I don't know what origin that is, but this particular light is perfect for what I'm using it for. Now they have more powerful lights, lights that can do a little bit more, but this light has a lot of different functions. Has a long power cord. It also has a photography umbrella lens cap that you can see right here. It's cloth. If you were a photographer and you needed to backlight for like an umbrella, if you understand what I'm talking about there, that's what that is for. There's your lens cover. And this is your LED light device or box. Now this plastic cover you see on the end does have to be removed before you can use the light. And this particular model has 3 tabs on it that interlocks with the lighting kit. And you'll see here in a moment. Like I said, remove that. Now, initially I couldn't get it off, and then I realized there is a little tab on the back that you have to push down to get it to lock and unlock. That little tab there that you see me pointing to. Now this lines up with those 3 tabs. Push that little lever down in the back and just slide it to the right, and it locks it in place. You do have to push it down in order to get it to lock in place. Now I didn't need to put this on there, but I did anyway. If I'm using this in my light kit, specifically for like photography work, and I have an umbrella that's kind of concave facing back the other direction, then you want to use this attachment. But for now, for me, I'm not going to be using this attachment at all. I'm just putting it in for the purpose of the video. All right, here's your handle that once you have it mounted to your Neewer stand, it will adjust tilt up and down, as you can see, just by tightening and loosening this handle. So if you look on the side there, you'll see a little handle. And remember what we talked about earlier, so you unscrew this, it slides right in, and that screw tightens up against that metal housing, and it securely tightens down this light. This is a Neewer. Now this model is the CB60B, this particular light kit, and I'm going to show you some of its functions and how bright it is. Now you can see how tight that is. I'm trying to adjust it, but it's going to force me to crank that handle, which is good. I'm glad it's not loose. And now I can adjust it to where I want it, and then just tighten the handle back down. So this particular light has several different functions. The 2 arrows on the end will adjust the brightness, how bright and how not so bright the light goes. The CCT works in conjunction with that little dial on the right-hand side that adjusts the warmth. So you can have a bright white LED light or a warm yellow light. The FX button actually has effects built into it. It has several effects built into it. One off the top of my head is the strobe effect. So I bought this particular softbox about a week ago, and I'm just going to own my mistake. So when I ordered this through Amazon, I thought I was getting the entire light, the softbox, and the stand. Come to find out, I was only purchasing the softbox you see in my hand here. So make sure when you buy this light kit that you buy the stand, the softbox, as well as the light, because you'll be disappointed when it arrives and you're expecting to put it together and it's just the softbox. All right, because like I said earlier, since I'm not going to be using this particular attachment, I am going to remove it. And I'm going to put on my softbox cover here. All you got to do is line up the 3 tabs, push that button down, and then once you get it in place, just twist it and it locks in place. Look at this thing, y'all. Amazing. It is amazing. Inside, as you can see, I'm just showing you where that would normally go if I didn't have the softbox on. But like I said, I'm not going to be using this attachment. So I'm going to be putting in my Velcro shields, which all help to even soften the lighting even more. There's one for the inner, and then there's one that goes on the outer. And it just attaches to the little piece of Velcro on the inside there. Simple. So now that I have it all set up, I'm going to talk about some of the functions here on the light. So the power button is down at the bottom. There's 2 arrows on the end. These arrows actually adjust the brightness and the dimness of the light, regardless of the warmth that you have for the actual light. If you look at the wall outside, the white wall just in front of you, you will notice how bright it gets and how dim it gets as I'm holding the arrow down. So right now I'm just kind of playing with the buttons, trying to figure this thing out. But it has a CCT button, which you have, once you push that button, that little dial that you see underneath my right thumb, you have to adjust that to get the color warmth that you want. And then there's also an effects button that will do several different effects. One off the top of my head is it gives you like a strobe effect. So it's actually has a lot of features in it. So right now you can see me adjusting the warmth. You see the wall get more of a darker yellow. And then just keep twisting it and it gets brighter white again. Now it's going back down to a darker yellow again. I'm telling you, this is long overdue for our family. I don't know if your family is big into content creation, maybe photography or videography, but it's so important to have good lighting. That's one thing I've learned in content creation. You got to have good lighting. So just based on the quality that I'm seeing with the light, the softbox, the stand, everything involved, I would give this thing a 5-star review. I mean, just very good quality, solid, appears to be state-of-the-art equipment. As you see me moving it around back and forth. I can't wait to start creating content with it, just to seeing the difference that this sort of a light will bring. So again, if you haven't already looked into purchasing one, the link at the bottom of this video and get you one today.